Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all. I and my friend from the School of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, University Technology Malaysia will present the assignment that has been given to us for the subject of instrumentation. We have been given an assignment by our lecturer, Dr. Shahril Masaad, on the instrumentation system for the measurement of temperature based on the thermistor transducer. Before I continue with my presentation, allow me to introduce my members group. Our group does not have a leader because we work as a group, but our group is monitored by our experienced friend, Mr. Sabri. Our group members come from various job sector. The experience of our group member is the key to the success of this entrust task. Next, I introduce Mr. Badri. Mr. Haziq, next slide, please. Next. Okay. Next, I introduce Mr. Sabri, Mr. Badri, Mr. Haziq, and the only girl in our group, Cik Fatim. And the last one must be me, Megat Muhammad Alif. Mr. Haziq will continue our presentation. Allow me to hand over this task to him. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Okay, I will continue our presentation regarding our project background. This course introduced the student about measurement and instrumentation system. The component of instrumentation system will be discussed in this project, which will be included of the usage of sensor, signal conditioner, and display unit, or we call it as output. In this course, which mean ourselves, we have to do some literature reviews on example of the application of sensor and signal conditioner, and also to present them in group presentation. Instrumentation is a tool or system which is used to measure the quantities of object. The simple example is ruler, which is ruler, also measuring tape, multimeter, pressure measurement, and also the most common being used during our COVID-19 situation is the blood pressure monitor. Then we'll move to our next slide, which is typical instrumentation system. This is our basic, we call it system in our instrumentation, which will start with our transducer, which will receive we call it the input. The example is the temperature. The transducer will receive the temperature and then send it to the signal conditioner and to the analog or digital converter to convert the unit, and also the value. And lastly, it will go to the display, which is the output, which means the temperature may be shown in current, amps, and so on. Okay, next, we'll move to our literature review. The main objective of this experiment is to evaluate the accuracy of an RTD instrumentation system for water temperature measurement. Next is the theoretically the Wheatstone bridge with 3 non-resistor is utilized in order to obtain the value of offset voltage by using the last resistor as the RTD. That's all for our literature review. We'll move to our next presenter. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to Mr. Azik. Okay, I will present about the schematic of the broad block diagram for the mechanical design. So this is overall system, which is we have a transducer, and then after that we go to the Wheatstone bridge, and then to the voltage, the output. So this is example for the mechanical design, and after that we have the electrical or electronic design. So next slide. This is part of the drawing or design which is we have a sensor box. So next slide. This simple schematic diagram, which is we already designed. So the picture show that we already test about the our project. So the next slide. So this is a circuit drawing, which is we do in the what we call Tindercad software. So this is a simulation we get from the Tindercad. All right. Thank you very much. So I pass to the next presenter.
Okay, next, I will continue. This is a component selection of our project. We start from wires. From the schematic diagram, this is a real display. Wires, NTC thermistor, resistor, thermometer, op-amp, breadboard, DC supply, and multimeter. So we create quality group discussion. We test the project in our group, and the project is success. So I will pass to the Mr. Badri.
This is the result that we are obtained from the experiment. The main objective of this experiment is to evaluate the accuracy of thermistor that we use for the instrumentation system. We set the reading by the increment of 10 degrees Celsius, start from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. We do the experiment and we get the data that shown in the slide lah. So the relationship between the temperature and the voltage reading on the ammeter is directly proportional. Theoretically, Western Bridge with 3 known resistor is utilized in order to obtain the value of offset voltage by using the last resistor that connect to the thermistor, that is obtained by equation 1 that we are shown in our sample calculation. The complete calculation shows that the value of voltage that we obtain from from the experiment is acceptable. It show the increase when the temperature is increased, the reading of the voltage also increase. So for next conclusion, for the conclusion, the objective of this experiment, which to evaluate the okay, for the conclusion to our experiment is the objective of the experiment that we are doing, which to evaluate the accuracy of the thermistor is successful. We get the reading clearly. We design from the scratch thermistor. We put into the system until we get the perfect result as shown in the previous slide. Western Bridge that we use to convert the impedance resistance, also we success proof that the system that we are doing is working well. Instrumentation system for the water temperature measurement is achieved with the proof from the graph. The graph show the data increase regarding to the temperature. So that's all for our presentation for the instrumentation system project for this semester. And then thank you to all my friends which cooperate to do the project well. So thank you very much. That's all.